We're live. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another online live stream with me, Karina, coming from my lounge to your lounge or your yoga space, wherever you set up your mat this evening to practice with me. We're going to be doing a Ashtanga flavored class. Kind of condensing the Ashtanga practice. Again, I've done a couple of videos already where we kind of condense the Ashtanga practice into an hour, just over an hour. So it's a little bit less strenuous than the full practice, and a little bit more available to everyone. So, but as always with any kind of yoga practice, listen to your body, don't take it too far, and yeah, hopefully we'll have a good practice. And it's all about finding that inner peace, connecting to your inner space. And yeah, just having a nice time on our mats. So we'll start by coming to a simple cross-legged position. And as always, as you come into your cross-legged position, feel free to sit on blocks, sit on a bolster if you wish. And let's bring our hands into Anjali Mudra at our heart center. We'll close the eyes. Connect to the breath. And we'll begin with the sacred sound Om. So just check that you're nice and relaxed first, that you have length in your spine. We'll take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale for Om. Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityoma Amritam Gamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And bring our hands into Chin Mudra, tips of the forefinger and thumb touching. Rest them on the knees, palms facing up. And we'll just settle in for a moment. Allowing the forehead to relax. And the face to be soft. And the jaw relaxed. The shoulders soft. And let's start to activate our Ujjayi breath. We're starting to deepen your breath. As we take control of our breath now for the next 60 minutes. Draw your inhale down into your abdomen, open to the chest, up into the shoulders. And as you exhale, shoulders fall, chest falls, abdomen contracts. Breathing with sound by constricting the back of the throat slightly, making a sound like a distant ocean. And just letting go of any expectations for your practice. Just allowing yourself to be present as we connect mind and body through the breath. And connecting to your bandhas. As you exhale, exhale your breath completely so you feel that natural contraction of your abdomen, of the pelvic floor. And keeping that contraction as you take your inhales. So sensing a vacuum in the pelvic floor. Just a gentle drawing in and up. Keeping that breath going, we'll gently open the eyes. Taking the hands forward, shift the weight into the hands, send the feet back, and find a high plank position. And as always in your high plank, you want that tailbone tucked under the fingers spread, pressing palms into the mat, nice and strong through the shoulders, rounding through the upper back. Inhale there. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Drop to the knees first if you need to. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's hold that downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal the legs here, just stretching out the legs. Maybe moving your hips side to side, stretching out the side body. And just connecting to how your body feels this evening. Acknowledging how you feel. Every day slightly different. Looking between your hands. Inhale as we step the feet to the hands, feet together, extend through your spine, look up. Exhale, forward fold, head in. Inhale to come all the way to standing. Palms touch, gaze to your thumbs. And exhale, Samasthiti. We'll do 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar A and just 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar B. If you need to rest at any point, please just rest. Inhale, raising your arms. Find extension through your spine, palms touch, gaze thumbs. Exhale, fold forward from the hips. Flexion in the spine as you fold, hands to the mat, head comes in, lift sit bones. Inhale, find extension through the spine again, look up. And exhale, step in the feet back, find a high plank, and lower down with control, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into your upward facing dog, strong legs, open the chest, look up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. 1, inhale. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. Exhale. 4, inhale. Exhale. 5, look between the hands. Inhale, jump or step feet to hands, extend through your spine, look up. Exhale, forward fold, head comes in. Inhale, coming all the way up. Palms touch, gaze thumbs. And exhale, Samasthiti. Round 2, Ekam. Inhale, strong legs. Find length through your spine. Dway, exhale, folding forward. Navel stays in, head comes in, lift sit bones. Trini, inhale, find extension again, look up. Chatwari, 4, exhale, plant the hands, jump or step the feet back and lower down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Pancha, 5, inhale into the upward dog. Shut 6, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. 1, inhale, wrap the triceps under. Exhale. 2, inhale, find the length through your spine. Exhale. 3, inhale. Exhale. 4, inhale. Exhale. 5, look between the hands. Inhale, jump or step feet to hands, looking up, extend spine. Exhale, forward fold, head in. Inhale to come all the way up. Palms touch, gaze thumbs. And exhale, Samastiti. Last one of A. Akam, inhale. Draw the navel in, strong legs, gaze thumbs. Dway, exhale, folding forward, hands to my head in. Trini, inhale, head lift, spine extension. Chadwari, exhale, jump or step the feet back, high plank, lower down with control, chaturanga, strong in your core. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open the chest, lift the gaze. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. 1, inhale. Check those bandhas are still engaged. Exhale. 2, inhale. Lifting sit bones. Exhale. 3, inhale. Exhale. 4, inhale. Exhale. 5, look between the hands. Inhale, jump or step feet to hands, look up. Exhale, forward fold, head in. Nava, inhale to come up. Palms touch, gaze thumbs. Exhale, Samastiti. Bend your knees on the exhale, prepare for B. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, extend the spine, look up. Chadwari, exhale, jump or step the feet back, high plank, lower down, chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, upward dog. Shat, exhale, downward dog. Left heel pivot straight away, right foot steps forward. Inhaling as you come up into your warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands back down, step the foot back and lower down, chaturanga. Nava, inhale, upward dog. Desha, exhale, downward, right heel pivots, left foot comes forward. Ekadasha, inhale, drive into that left heel reach. Dwadasha, exhale to your chaturanga. Trayodasha, inhale. Chaturdasha, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1, inhale. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. Exhale. 4, inhale. Exhale. 5, shift the gaze forward, inhaling as you come to the hands, extend the spine, look up. Exhale, forward fold, head in. Bend your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. And exhale, Samastiti. Last one, bend knees, Ekam, inhale. Dway, exhale, fold. Trini, inhale, extend spine, look up. Chadwari, exhale, jump or step the feet back and lower down, chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, upward dog. Strong legs, look up. Shut, exhale, downward dog. Left heel pivot straight away, right foot steps forward. Sapta, inhaling, coming up, gaze to your thumbs for your drishti. Ashta, exhale, hands back down, step the foot back and lower down. Nava, inhale, upward. Dasha, exhale, downward, right heel pivots, left foot steps forward. Ekadasha, inhaling. Dwadasha, exhale, chaturanga. Trayodasha, inhale, upward. Chaturdasha, exhale, downward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, keep the focus on the navel, Navi chakra. Exhale. For 3, inhale. Exhale. 4, inhale. Exhale. 5, look between the hands. Inhale, jump or step feet to hands, looking up. Exhale, forward fold, head comes in. Stop to the sharp bend knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. And exhale, Samastiti. Panagushtasana, Padahastasana. Jump or step the feet, hips width apart, folding forward from the hips. Subtle knee bend as we reach to take hold of the big toes, peace fingers, and thumb. And inhale, find extension through your spine, looking up. And exhale, crown of the head comes down, pulling on those toes. As we pull ourselves into our forward fold, holding for 1. As always, tipping the weight forward slightly, bringing the hips over the ankles. For 2, find length through your spine. 3, connect armpits towards the hips, so draw those shoulder blades down the back. 4, 5. Trini, inhale, find length through your spine, look up. And exhale. Hands come underneath the feet now, palms facing up, toes touching the arms if you can. Padahastasana. Ekam, find length, inhale. And way, exhale, fold. And keep that navel drawn in. 1. Working through the backs of the legs. 2. Can you knit your sit bones together? Can you find the strength through the pelvic floor? The 3. At the same time, pull shoulders away from the ears still. 4. 5. Inhale, lengthen spine, look up. And exhale, Samasthiti. Feet together, hands by your side. Utthita Trikonasana. Ekam. Stepping back with the right foot. Feet about 3 feet apart. Arms up to shoulder height. Feet parallel. Take another inhale here. As we exhale, we pivot on the heel of the right foot. Turn the foot out. Soften the knees as you reach to take hold of your big toe, peace fingers of thumb. As always, you can take a variation here. And when you're ready, just straighten that right leg as much as you can. Peel the body open, long side of the mat. And gaze tip of the left hand for your drishti, holding for 1. Find length through the spine. Can you feel that stretch through the left side of the body, close to that hip? For 2, 3, and keep driving that left foot into that left heel down. 4, activate through the legs. 5, exhale, looking down to the foot, soften the knees. Inhale, press the mat away, come back to your starfish. And exhale to the other side. Left foot pivots out. And catch big toe, peace, fingers and thumb off the left hand. Inhale, straighten the legs as much as you can. And peel that chest open, long side of your mat. Reaching through that right arm, gaze, tip of the right hand. 1, 2. Nice and active through those legs. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, looking down. Soften knees. Inhale, press the mat away, come back to your starfish. And exhale, coming into B. Pivot on that right hip again. Square the hips off to the back of your mat. Diving forward, twisting. Left hand comes down outside of the right foot. As always, you can use a block here, or you can take variation. If you don't have a block, hand comes onto the shin. If you're a little bit wobbly, bring the hand or the block inside of that right foot. Drishti is tip of the right hand. 1, 2, just check that that back heel isn't lifting. 3, internal rotation in the left shoulder, external in the right. 4, 5, exhale, looking down, soft knees, inhale, press the mat away, come back to your starfish, and exhale to the other side. Left foot pivots out, square the hips off to the top of the mat, diving forward, twisting, right hand comes down now. Left hip pulling back, and again, you're taking whatever variation feels good in your body, twisting open. 1, against tip of the left hand for your drishti. 2, strong through those legs. 3, 4, 5, exhale, looking down, soft knees, inhale, press the mat away, coming back to your starfish, and let's come straight into Utthita Parsvakonasana, so let's heel toe the feet a little bit further out, and take another inhale, and as we exhale, pivot on the heel of the right foot, turn the foot down, knee bends over the ankle. Really driving those hips nice and long, but being mindful that we're keeping the hips open as best as we can to the long side of the mat. Our option 1 is to drop elbow onto the knee here and take the left arm overhead. Working through that side body, working through the hips, gaze tip of the left hand. 1. If you're going well, take full posture, hand comes onto the mat outside of that right foot. 2, keep external rotation in that left shoulder. 3, 4, 5, exhale, looking down. Inhale, coming back to your starfish. And exhale to the other side. So again, knee comes over the ankle, elbow drops to the knee. Again, if you're going well, you're taking the full posture. Left hand comes down outside of that left foot. Right arm underneath and overhead. Gaze tip of the right hand for your drishti. 1. Peeling the body open, peel the chest open. 2, again, keep the external rotation of the right shoulder. 3, make sure you're not dropping to the inside of that right foot. Keep driving outside of the foot into the mat. 4, 5, exhale, looking down. Inhale, coming back to your starfish. And exhale, let's take B or a variation of B. So pivot on the right foot. We'll bring that right knee over the ankle. Drop the left knee to the mat. If you know what you're doing, you can go straight into the full posture. There's a little variation in. Inhale, take the left arm high. As we exhale, suck everything in as you drive the left elbow outside of the right knee. Our variation is our prayer twist. We can be here. We can lift the left knee off the mat. If you're going well, the left hand comes down outside of the right foot. It's a deep twist. Keep pressing that right knee forward to keep the arm locked on the outside of the leg. Lifting the left knee off the mat and taking the right arm overhead exactly where it was in the previous posture. Hold in for 3, 4, 5. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, coming back to your starfish. And exhale to the other side. So again, coming straight in. If you know what you're doing, otherwise drop the knee to prepare. Inhale, get length, draw the navel in, and exhale. Drive that right arm outside of the left foot. And again, just check that that arm doesn't start to slip in front of that left shin. If it does, reset. Keep driving that left knee forward to keep the arm locked. Again, we want that internal rotation in that right shoulder to help keep us locked in this twist. Again, you can take prayer as another variation here. Lift the right knee off the mat and take the left arm overhead. Full posture is to have that back heel down. I like to keep my heel up. I think it keeps my hips a little bit more square. I just like it, I prefer it. If you want to take that back heel down, take the back heel down. For 3, 4, 5. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, coming back to your starfish. And exhale, we'll just bring the hands straight to the hips. Setting up for our wide-legged forward folds. Let's do them all. Let's do A, B, C, and D. Inhale, find length. Exhale, folding forward from the hips, hands to the mat. Just check that the toes are in slightly, the heels are out. Inhale, find length. And exhale, folding forward. Crown of the head coming towards the mat. As always, if those elbows bend, start to walk the hands back between the legs, but keep the heels of the hands connected. You're pressing those hands forward to bring the crown of the head down. 1. Again, engage upper back, draw the shoulder blades down the back. 2. Taking whatever variation feels good in your body. For 3. Weight is shifted to the outside of the feet. 4, at the same time, we're tipping the weight forward slightly, subtle knee bend. 5. Inhale, straighten your arms, look up. Exhale, look to your navel, hands come to your hips. Inhale to roll all the way up to standing, chin to the chest as you unwind. And exhale. Inhale, arms to a T. Exhale, hands back to the hips. Inhale, open the chest, lift the gaze. And exhale, folding forward from the hips. Keeping the hands on the hips this time as we pull the crown of the head down. And hold for 1. Draw the navel in. 2. Squeeze pelvic floor. 3. 4. 5. Look into the navel, the tail of that exhale. Inhale to roll all the way up to standing. And exhale. Into C. Inhale, arms to a T. Exhale, interlace fingers behind the back. Inhale, draw shoulder blades together, send the hands away. And exhale, folding forward from those hips again. Crown of the head comes down, arms go overhead towards the floor behind us. And hold for 1. 2. Deep breathing. 3. Keep working through that shoulder extension. 4. 5. And look into your navel, tail of that exhale. Inhale to roll all the way up. And exhale. Inhale, fly the arms high, hyperextension. Exhale, hands back to the hips for D. Inhale, find length again. Exhale, fold forward from the hips and catch big toes, peace fingers and thumb. And we'll take variation, take ankles or shins. Inhale, find length through your spine. And exhale, pulling on those toes, crown of the head comes down. And again, think of that shoulder position. Draw armpits towards the hips. 1. 2. Again, try not to lock out the knees. 3. Finding the strength through the legs at the same time as building flexibility or increasing flexibility. 4. 5. Inhale, straight arms, straight back, look up. Exhale, look to your navel, hands, hips. Inhale to come all the way up to standing. And exhale, Samasthiti, top of your mat. We'll leave it there. We'll come into our balance. Let's come into our balance. Utthita Padangusthasana, or a variation of our balance. So feet, we jump our feet, hips width apart, catch the waist. And you're going to gaze to that fixed point ahead on the floor or on the wall to help keep your balance as we come into this posture. Shift the weight to the left foot and bend that right knee. Option 1, as always, is just to interlace fingers in front of that right shin. If you're going well, if you're finding your balance, your option 2 is to take hold of that big toe with the peace fingers and thumb. Left hand to the hip. And if you're ready and you're on your exhale, straighten that right leg as much as you can. So your bird landed on my windowsill and distracted me. Again, if you're going well, fold forward, come into your full posture, or you can stay here just working on your balance for 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, straighten up if you fold it over, and exhale, leg opens to the right. Pause for drishti to the side, gazing over the left shoulder. If this sends you too much off balance, gaze ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Engage left glute. 5. Inhale, leg comes back to center. Exhale, head comes towards the knee. We try. And inhale, releasing the foot. Hold that leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend the knee. Release. Give yourselves a wiggle. We'll do the left side. And when you're ready, bending that left knee, taking hold of the big toe. Take the arm around the outside of the leg if you can. Really common to come into this position. The knee comes out when we're here. Try to keep the knee in line with the hip. And when you're ready, on your exhale, straighten the leg as much as you can. Or again, you're here in your variation. 1, 2, breathe in. 3, check on those bandhas. 4, 5. Inhale, straighten up if you fold it over. Exhale, leg opens to the left. Gaze into the right. 1, 2. Strong through that left leg. 3, 4. Find length through the spine. 5. Inhale, leg comes back in. Exhale, head comes towards the knee, knee to nose touch, or we try. And inhale, releasing the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend the knee, release. Give yourselves a wiggle. Some more light on. We'll skip out the next balance. We'll just come straight into Utkatasana, Virabhadrasana A and B through a full sun salutation. At the tops of our mats, feet together, Samastiti. Just regulate the breath for a moment. I'm only saying this for me. I'm having to talk and do this at the same time. When you're ready, Utkatasana. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extend the spine, look up. Exhale, plant the hands, jump or step the feet back, high plank and lower down, chaturanga. Again, drop to the knees first if you need to. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hands up to jump or step feet to hands, coming straight into our Utkatasana. So bending the knees, shift the weight into the heels, palms touch gaze, thumbs. 1. So we want those hands together. This is Ashtanga variation of Utkatasana. For 2, even if the arms are here, it's all good. We can work into bringing those hands up. For 3, squeeze those thighs. 4, 5, exhale, folding forward. Your chance for an up is in your practice, little handstand. Otherwise, inhale, find length through your spine. And exhale, step the feet back, find your high plank. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Left heel pivot straight away. Right foot steps forward. Sapta, inhale as we come in to our warrior 1. Virabhadrasana A. So square the chest, the hips as best as you can, top of the mat. For 2. Look to the thumbs for your drishti. 3, 4. Drive into that right heel. 5. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Pivot on the heel, switch the feet. And exhale, left knee bends over the left ankle. 1. Pull the left hip back. Press the right hip forward. 2. See if you can feel a little bit of a tuck in the tailbone so we're not hyper arched into the back here. For 3, 4, 5. Inhale, open arms and hips alongside the mat as we come into our warrior 2, Virabhadrasana B. 1. Gaze over tip of the left hand for your drishti. 2. Feel those hips opening. 3. Soften shoulders, soften face. 4. 5. Inhale, straighten the left leg, pivot on the heels, switch the feet. Exhale, right knee bends over the right ankle. Gaze tip of the right hand. 1. Tuck tailbone under. Can you find more space in the front of the hips? 2. 3. 4. 5. Exhale, hands come down. Again, it's another upper kick handstand if you wish. Otherwise, we're stepping that right foot back to meet the left, taking an inhale. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And come into sit. Inhale, jump in if you're practicing your jump through, or just drop knees to the mat, swinging the legs around. And making our way through to seated. Let's come into Dandasana. So the legs are nice and strong. Make sure the sit bones are connected to the mat. Shift the glutes out from underneath the sit bones. As always, you can sit on a block here if you have a little bit of posterior pelvic tilt going on. And the legs are strong. Toes pulling back towards the body. Engage quadriceps. Hands either side of the body. Inhale, find length through your spine. And exhale, just drop chin to the chest. Draw the shoulder blades together. We'll stay here for 2. Navel draws in. 3. Don't forget about those bandhas. 4. 5. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, fold forward from your hips, catching big toes for Paschimottanasana A. Or you're taking hands to shins, to ankles, or you're using a strap. Remember, we're trying to fold forward from the hips. There's no use forcing a forward fold if the hips are moving backwards here. So best for you to be here with a strap and just working those hips forward. Inhale, find length. And exhale, fold. Again, trying to move the navel towards the thighs rather than getting those big toes. And we'll stay here for 2. Again, shoulders away from the ears. 3. 4. Hopefully getting a little bit of a sweat on now. 5. Inhale, straighten arms, look up. And exhale, we'll take it into Paschimottanasana. Let's take C. Hands around the outsides of the feet, or D if you can. Interlace the fingers or take hold of your wrist. Inhale, find length. And exhale, fold. Again, drishti is big toes. Or if you're relatively flat, just rest your head on your shins. 1. 2. Moving with your breath. 3. Every inhale, try to find a little bit more length. 4. Every exhale, pressing a little bit deeper if you can. 5. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, release in posture. Coming straight into Pavottanasana. Take the hands a foot's distance behind the back, fingers facing towards the body as we prepare to lift the hips up and drop the head back. And if you struggle to lift the hips at all, you can always come into reverse tabletop. Bend the knees and bring the feet to hips width apart, and then you're just going to try to lift the hips up into your reverse tabletop. Try full posture, see how you get on. Try to keep medial rotation in those thighs. Keep bringing those big toes to touch. Keeping the chest open. And when you're ready, 5 breaths. Inhale, lifting up. Drop the head back if it feels okay in the neck. Hold in for 2. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, chin to the chest and lowering down. Let's come straight into hip opening. We'll bend the right knee, bring the heel towards the buttock, knee falls out to the side. So if you have tight hips, take your Janushasana A. So the sole of the right foot onto the inner left thigh, left leg nice and strong. If you're working into your half lotus, pick that right foot up, flex that right ankle, draw the knee back, bring a heel towards the navel and drop the foot into your half lotus position. Just be really mindful of the knees. You can always take a variation. Here is a variation for you if it's a little bit too much. Inhale, find length. Exhale, folding forward if you're in your Janushasana. If you've gone for your half lotus, see if you can take your bind. Take the right hand behind the back to catch the big toe. Left hand comes to the foot. And again, we're moving with the breath. Inhaling and exhaling for 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, releasing the posture, coming straight into the other side. Bend the left knee, heel towards the buttock, knee falls out to the side again for your Janushasana A, or you're taking your half lotus on the left side as well. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold forward. And again, take the foot, the ankle, the shin again, wherever feels good. Just try not to round into the upper back too much. Inhale, lengthen in, and exhale. Pressing forward, move the heart forward for 1, 2. You think less about getting towards that foot. 3. And try to relax, check on the jaw. 4, 5. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, releasing the posture. Let's come into Triangle Ika Pada Paschimottanasana. So we're going to shift. You might need a block as well for this one. Shifting the weight onto the left sit bone. We'll reverse fold the right leg. So if it's too much in the knee and the ankle, if you're feeling any pain, just come out of this posture. We'll see how it feels with a block underneath the bum. It can help a little bit here. Your option, if you feel that you're shifting over to the left, try to get that right sit bone connecting to the mat. That's your work towards. Otherwise, if you're feeling good, if you're going well here, you can start to fold forward, bringing hands onto foot, ankle, or shin. Or we're going to take Kramchasana. So second posture from the second series. So we're just going to lift that left leg up and take hold of the foot. Inhale. And as we exhale, pulling ourselves in and holding for 1. Shoulders away from the ears. 2, 3, 4. Grounding through those sit bones. 5. Inhale, straighten the arms or lift the gaze if you're folded forward. And exhale, lower the leg. And we'll come straight into the other side. Straighten the right leg, shift the weight onto the right sit bone, reverse fold the left knee. And make yourself comfortable. It can help to shift that calf out from under the thigh. It can help to shift the glute out from underneath the right sit bone. That can help you sit a little bit more upright. And again, sit on a block. And if there's any pain, just come out of this posture. It's really not worth it. Inhale, find length. Exhale, folding forward. Or again, you're taking that foot. Inhaling and exhaling, pulling yourself in. And we'll hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, Straighten arms or lift the gaze if you're folded forward, and exhale, releasing the leg. Let's take a vinyasa just to keep ourselves warm. So picking up, take the hands in front or just swing the legs around, take the hands forward, step the feet back, find your high plank, and exhale as you lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, jump, step, or kneel through to a seated, straight-legged position. Marichyasana. Marichyasana. Let's do A, C, and we'll do a variation of D. So bend the right knee, heel to the buttock. Align heel with sit bone, palms distance between the foot and the thigh. Sitting tall, inhale. Again, you can sit on a block here as well for this one. As you exhale, you're folding forward inside of that right leg. Your option 1 is to just reach towards that left foot with the right hand. Your option 2, if you're going well, internal rotation in that right shoulder to take hold of your bind. Inhale, finding length, and exhale, folding forward. And again, just moving with the breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, move a little bit deeper if you can. For 2, keep the left leg strong. Keep driving that right foot down. For 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lifting the gaze. And exhale, releasing the posture. Coming into the left side. Bending the left knee. Heel towards the buttock. Right leg straight. Inhale, find length. And exhale, folding forward. And again, we're inside of that left leg. Taking our bind again if it's available, or working into that bind. Maybe we're here. Maybe just working into the internal rotation in that left shoulder. Inhale to find your length. And exhale to fold. And breathe. For 2, navel is in. 3, use the bind to pull the leg into the side body if you have it. 4, 5. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, releasing the posture. Coming into Marichyasana, see our twist. Again, we have our variations for this. Bending the right knee, heel towards the buttock. Setup is exactly the same as A. On that right heel nice and close to the buttock, the left leg strong. Right hand behind the back, left hand on the knee. Our option 1 is just to stay here, just twisting. Try not to lean into that right hand so much. Try to keep the weight in the hips as you open the chest up. If you're going well, maybe you're hooking that left elbow around the outside of the right knee. Maybe you're taking your bind. So we're rounding down as much as we can, drawing the navel in, internal rotation in that left shoulder as we take the hand behind the back to take hold of the opposite hand in a bind. If you're going well, it doesn't need to bind. If you can't breathe, then come out of the posture. Inhale, find length, and exhale, twist. Hold in for 2, 3, breathing into the upper back, 4, growing with every inhale, 5. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, releasing posture. And straight into the left side. Bend the left knee, heel to the buttock. Align heel with sit bone. And again, left hand behind the back, but keep the weight in the hips. Draw your navel in. Open that chest up alongside of the mat. Staying here, your option 1. Your option 2, again, you're going to try to bring elbow outside of the right knee. Or again, you're going to try to bind. Inhale, find length. And exhale, twist. Maybe you'll just get into the foot here. Maybe your bind, the work towards your bind is to be here. For 2, again, just go where it feels good. 3, keep working into the upper back. Feel it in the upper back. 4, think of drawing your navel back to the top of the mat. 5, Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, release the posture. Let's take Marichyasana D variation. So I know a lot of you guys can't get into your half lotus yet, so this is a really nice variation. I'm going to bring the left ankle just above the right knee. If this feels enough for you, if you're quite tight in the hips, then just stay here. We can work into our twist from here. Otherwise, take the hands behind the back. Try to keep the chest open, the back straight, and you're just going to start to bend that right knee, bringing that heel towards you. And maybe it's just a little bit. Maybe it's just bringing the sole of the right foot onto the mat. Just going where it feels good in your body. Just so you feel that nice opening in the left hip. And then we're taking it into a twist. So we're going to bring the right hand a little bit further behind the back, lift the left hand off, take hold of your right knee. You can take the foot. If you're going well, maybe you're hooking the elbow on the sole of the left foot, and we're twisting, gazing over the shoulder. And we're going to hold for 2. So it's a hip opener and a twist. For 3. We can keep working into the upper back. 4, 5. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, releasing the posture. Coming into the other side. Right ankle just above the left knee now. And again, no need to bend that knee. We can stay here. We can twist from here if that feels good in your body. Otherwise, start to bend that left knee, bringing that heel in just to the point where you feel that opening in the right glute. And again, just shifting that left hand a little bit further behind the back, just to counterbalance us as we take hold of the knee, the foot, or we're hooking that elbow again, whatever feels good. Inhaling and exhale. Gazing over your left shoulder, moving with your breath. Inhale to find a little bit more length. Exhale to twist deeper for 2. Keep that navel drawn in, breathe into your upper back. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, or release from the posture. And let's take a vinyasa. Crossing your legs, lifting up, or taking your hands in front, or you're swinging your legs around, stepping the feet back, finding your high plank. Exhale as you lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, jumping or stepping through to a seated position for, you guessed it, Navasana. Let's do 3 rounds of Navasana this evening. Just 3 rounds, nothing crazy. So tuck in, tailbone under. Finding length through your spine to begin. As always, we have our variations. Our option 1, just take the hands onto the backs of the thighs, lift the feet off, and we're staying here for 1. 2, maybe you're releasing the legs. Hands come forward for 3, 4, 5. Exhale, cross the legs, hands either side of the body. Inhale, pick the body up or try. Exhale, lower the body back down. And we'll do it again. Inhale. 1. Maybe bringing the lower legs, parallel to the mat. For 2. Maybe not, maybe you're staying here. For 3, 4, 5. Exhale, cross the legs. Hands either side of the body. Inhale, maybe shoulders forward. Just try to lift the bum up. This is simpler variation. Exhale, lowering down. Last round. Round 3. Inhale. 1. Maybe coming into your full Navasana. 2. Gaze into your big toes. 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, release. Let's come straight into hip opening. Time is a ticking. Let's come straight into more hip opening. We'll come to Baddha Konasana. I know last week we worked on crow a little bit, so we'll come into Baddha Konasana. We'll skip out Bhuji Padasana, crow pose variation. Soles of the feet together. So the back nice and straight. Again, shoulders away from the ears. If the hips are a little bit tight, maybe you're just here, just taking hold of those feet, just trying to work the heart forward. If you're going well, if the hips are a little bit more open, open the soles of the feet to the ceiling like you're reading a book. Elbows come either side of the body, and we're trying to send the heart forward. Try not to round into the spine. Inhale, find length. And exhale, moving forward, holding. Gaze, tip of the nose for your drishti. 1. Send the knees wide. 2. 3. If the knees are high, you can use elbows on the thighs to encourage the knees down. 4. 5. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, release, and we'll come straight into Upavista Konasana, a wide-legged forward fold. So again, find your sit bones, and we just want a leg's distance between the feet. So exactly the same position as in our standing postures, the standing forward fold. Inhale, find length, and exhale, folding forward from your hips. And again, stop when your hips stop. Try not to round through the upper back. Walk the hands down the legs. Take the shins, the ankles. If you can take the outsides of the feet, take the outsides of the feet, full posture. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, heart moves forward, hips move back. The drishti is the nose. 1, keep the chin lifted. Is neck strengthening posture. 2, keep pulling shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades down the back. 3, strong through the legs. Imagine you're pressing your feet into a wall. 4, 5. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, release the posture. We'll come into the second part of posture. Easiest way in is to bend your knees. Find that balance point. Similar to our Navasana between sit bones and coccyx. Take hold of the outsides of the feet, and we're just going to try to straighten the legs into a wide-legged position, balancing on our sit bones. If you're tight in the legs, maybe you're here, maybe you're here. This is all good. The drishti is up, so we're going to drop the head back and gaze to the ceiling above us. 1. Again, just those shoulders aren't coming up to the ears. Pull them down the back. 2, build strength through your upper back. 3, if you have those legs wide and the legs straight, pull back on the heels. 4, 5, exhale, release. And let's take a vinyasa. So crossing your legs or swing the legs around. Stepping the feet back, find your high plank. Exhale as you lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And inhale, jumping or stepping through to a seated, straight-legged position. And let's come to lie down. With control. Flexion through the spine as you fold. Urdhva Dhanurasana, back bending, or variations of back bend. So bridge pose for our variation. If back bending is in your practice, you're going to go ahead and do your back bending. We've done a lot of forward folding, so let's do 3 rounds of our Urdhva Dhanurasana. Let's bend the knees, bring the heels towards the buttocks. Feet parallel, hips width apart or slightly wider than the hips. Hands by the hips for your bridge, by the ears for your full back bend. Shoulder blades under the back, preparing to lift up. When you're ready, inhale, lifting the hips up. 1, or whole body off the mat. 2, drive your heels down. Make sure those heels aren't lifting. 3, 4, 5, exhale, lower down to the crown of the head if you're in full back bend. Move the hands in a little bit if you're in full back bend and lift again. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, medial rotation in those thighs. Don't let the knees stick out. 4, 5, exhale, lowering down. Last round, inhale, lift. 1, 2, work through that front body. 3, 4, 5, exhale, lowering down. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Rock from side to side if you wish. Just massage the back, or maybe you want to window wiper the legs if that feels good in your back. Just releasing the spine. And we'll hug the knees in. We'll rock forwards and backwards, coming back to a seated position. And let's take another vinyasa. Again, lift it up, move the hands forward, or swing the legs around. Find your high plank. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And inhale, jumping or stepping through to a seated position. Let's do headstand, shall we? Headstand or headstand preparation. Just keeping it nice and simple for our headstand. So coming onto your knees. And as always, that first stage, if you've not done headstand before, then just stay in the first variation. If you're confident with your headstands, maybe you're at home, you want to move against a wall for a little bit of support, you can go ahead and do so. Always be mindful of the neck. Remember, we're trying to keep most of the weight in our arms, in our headstand. We don't want the weight to be compressing our neck, okay? So just be really, really mindful. If you feel anything crazy in your neck, if you have neck issues, just avoid this. Line your back, pike your legs. It'll do some of the job that our headstand does. So, taking hold of opposite biceps to check those elbows, shoulder distance apart. Elbows to the mat, interlace the fingers, create your triangle. Nice and strong through your triangle, so press those elbows down. Think of pulling the shoulders away from the ears as you come into your headstand. Crown of the head comes onto the mat, the back of the head supported in the palms of the hands. And again, maybe you're just staying here. This is your first stage, and for some of you, this is going to be enough. Otherwise, you're tucking your toes under, you're lifting the knees up. Maybe this is your headstand today. This is where you're going to stay, just shifting more weight into the crown of the head, or you're walking those feet towards the body. And if you've got the flexibility, if you've got the strength, the feet should naturally start to float up. That's when you know you're ready for your headstand. The hips should be over the shoulders to come into your headstand. If they don't lift on their own, you're going to stay here, maybe raising one leg up as you inhale, bringing it back down as you exhale, lifting the other leg up, maybe getting the other foot to float, bringing it back down, or you're bringing one knee into the chest, the other knee comes in, coming into a half headstand. If you're going well, maybe you want to take it into your full headstand. Take it nice and slowly. And think about keeping the strength through your abdomen as you come into your headstand. And when you're in your headstand, think nice and strong. Think of the bandhas. Think of pressing the forearms into the mat. Think of shoulders away from the ears. Imagine you're being lifted from your toes to the ceiling. We'll stay a few more breaths if you're going well. You can come out at any point. Rest in child's pose if you wish. And slowly, slowly, making your way back down. Knees together, sitting back on the heels. And resting in child's pose. And we'll stay a few more breaths. Just let everything go. Whether you feel you did well in your headstand, well in your practice or not, it doesn't matter, it's gone. Just stay with your breath. And lifting the gaze. Let's come back to a tabletop position. We'll step the feet back and find our high plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And inhale, jump in, step in or kneeling through to a seated position. We're at the end. Let's come to a comfortable seated cross-legged position. Taking half lotus or full lotus if it's in your practice. Sitting tall. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take the hands behind the back. Taking hold of opposite elbows. Or taking the wrist if you can't get to the elbows. Catching the big toes if you're in full lotus. Inhaling. And exhale. Folding forward as we come into Yoga Mudra. Yogic seal. Close your eyes or gaze tip of the nose for your drishti. 1. 2. Slow the breath. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands into chin mudra, tips of the forefinger and thumb touching. Inhale, find length through your spine. Exhale, drop chin to the chest. And close eyes or gaze tip of the nose. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, lift the gaze. Last bit of effort before our Shavasana out. Upriti, uprooting posture. I'm going to try to lift the whole body off the mat. You can take L-sit, legs straight. If you're in a simple cross-legged position, you're just going to try to lift the bum up and back. We're going to try for 10 breaths. We'll see how we get on. You can rest at any point. Hands either side of the body. As always, we need flexion. We need to fold forward before we lift. And inhale, lift the body up. 1. 2. 3. 4. Keep the banders on. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, almost there. And 10, exhale, release. We're going to come straight into our final posture, our Shavasana. Take your heels as wide as your mat. Allow your feet to fall out to the side. Come to lie down with control. As always, if you have a blanket or a jumper close to hand, grab your blanket or your jumper, cover yourself. Keep that energy, that heat trapped in from your practice. Especially in the Ashtanga method, we build a lot of heat in the body, make the body sweat, so we're more likely to cool down. Very quickly in our Shavasana. And take up space with your arms, palms facing up. Release the Ujjayi breath. Release bandhas. And just allow the body to be heavy. Allow it to melt into your mat. Notice any sensations in your body right now. Can you feel the heat from your practice? Can you feel the energy you've created in the body? And bringing your awareness to your breath, your natural breath. Just noticing the subtle movements in the body. Can you allow yourself to be present? Can you find patience in your practice? Can you find kindness, self-love? And we'll take a deep inhale now. Exhale the breath, completely connect the navel to the spine. Inhale the breath into your heart space. Exhale the breath into the fingertips, the toes. And start to wiggle the fingers and toes. And bring some movement back to your body. Rotate the wrists and the ankles. And move the limbs. And bring the feet, the legs together. Take the arms overhead for a full body stretch. Enjoy that stretch. And draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. offering thanks to our bodies, thanking yourself for showing up on your mat this evening, for taking the time out. As tired as we can be sometimes to show up on our mats, as hard as it seems, that we've had the discipline to make it happen. Let's rock from side to side. Rock into our right hand side. And joining me again in a comfortable seated cross-legged position. Sit in nice and tall. Let's bring our hands into Anjali Mudra. If you made it to the end of the class, well done. Challenging class. Let's close the eyes. Let's reconnect to the breath again. And taking an inhale. Exhale. Inhale for Om. Swasti prajabhyaha paripalayantam nyayena magena mahi mahishaha go brahmanebhyaha shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hare Om. Raising our hands to our heads for kindness in our thoughts, to ourselves and each other. To our hearts for kindness in our actions. And to our lips for kindness in our words. From my heart to your heart, always. Namaste. And thank you for practicing with me. I hope you all feel a little bit more open in your body, a little bit calmer in your mind. And as I said, it is a challenging practice. So if you don't make it all the way through, no worries. You can always come back and try again another time. You can try a more gentler class, lots of gentle flows and on my channel. So try a more gentle class or a vinyasa class that less up and down in a vinyasa class. And still some vinyasa classes can be quite challenging, but I always say yoga is about making peace with discomfort. You know, challenges are going to come in life, and we use the yoga practice to practice dealing with challenge, and we use the physical body taking us to a place of challenge, taking us to a place of discomfort, and just trying to find peace there, trying to find that sweet spot. We're trying to stay relaxed at the same time, and we can take this into our daily life so that when we face challenges, when we face hard times, we know it's just a moment. We know it's not going to last forever, because that's what the yoga practice has told us. Poses don't last forever. It's just a moment, and we just have to stay with our breath. We just have to use what we have within us to get us through that moment, and we're going to come out the other side. You know, good times don't last, bad times don't last. It's always a circle. It's always moving forward, and there's always another challenge waiting for us. So in the yoga, by practicing the way that we practice, we can help build that strength of spirit within us, so that things don't knock us off our feet. I think so many people, they face challenges in lives, and and you might hit the bottle, or start taking drugs, or lose the will to live. Get quite have a negative opinion about life, and start this whole negative cycle. And I think it's important that we use the practice to learn to cope with situations that we know are going to happen, so that when they come, that we're prepared, and that we don't lose control. We have the tools to sail through those bad times, to sail through those choppy seas, and yeah. So this is what yoga means to me. This is why I practice. And if you know me, you know I lost my brother last year. It was a very, very hard time, and without this practice, I don't know where my life would have gone. So I'm so grateful to the practice. I'm so grateful for you guys for entrusting me on your yoga journey, and hopefully everything that I've learned over my 13 years, I think now I've been practicing over my 13 years, I can pass on to you. And this isn't just yoga philosophy I pass on to you. This is Taoism. This is I'm very interested in moral philosophy and philosophy in general. So everything that all my experiences, everything I've learned in my life, I practice. All the wisdom that has come to me, I try to pass on to you guys, to give you hope in this sometimes challenging, sometimes difficult world. So thank you. And it doesn't mean that you're never going to break down. It doesn't mean that you'll never get angry or you'll never get emotional. But it just means that hopefully those things become less and less, and we can stay in this kind of this peaceful zone, where we don't allow things to just take over us and we don't crumble. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I will stop rambling on. I think that's Sally coming through. And the headstands, wonderful. Oh, good stuff. I can't wait to see your headstand in person when we finally get to see each other again. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me. As always, stay safe, keep practicing, keep meditating. If you've maybe I should do some meditation classes as well, actually. If you've not tried meditation, this is a form of meditation. It's a moving meditation. But yeah, just try to keep that peace within you. If you feel yourself getting a little bit emotional, take the time to just sit, to just be with your breath, and hopefully you'll find that peace again. Yes, so I will shut up. I'll see some of you tomorrow at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening for a nice wind down to the weekend. So thank you guys, as always. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Thank you.